Hello, listeners. You join our adventures in the midst of an exciting escapade involving some kind of space wizard that Joe found in the middle of space during some kind of baked bean crisis. He rescued him, tried to let him out of the airlock, didn't work out, so he had to keep teleporting around, take him to the court, and he couldn't take him to the court, so they put him in prison, and this is basically where we are now. Okay. You ask Liam and Joe, what you doing? Sending people into my prison because for some reason you believe that prison's your house.
It's the Great Cheese Dungeon of the outer Neptune moons.
It's Space Britain.
No.
Stop
I think I know where I am.
I think this is Dan's own crazy character.
Can it be the Great Cheese Dungeons of the outer Neptune moons?
No.
You can believe that. It's not.
Okay.
And we're on Space Britain, intergalactic, who knows where.
Dan, your strength is 10.
In that case, it's the Deep Space Cheese Dungeon.
I mean...
I like that.
Yeah, that's a bit better, I think.
It's not really a cheese dungeon, though, is it? It's just a prison.
It's just look, Dan's delusional. He's a
I think it should
delusional
just be Space
Trinity.
Ways.
I'm just so obsessed with cheese.
I don't know if I want the catch obsessed with cheese involved for me.
It'll be fine. Dan asks Liam and Joe a straight question. Are you meant to talk to prisoners? You decide. What'd you say?
Hold on, what?
What did Dan ask us?
You asked, what are you doing sending blue people to my prison? Space Cheese Dungeon.
It's not his...
He's delusional. Completely delusional.
What on a friend?
You probably know he is, don't you? Oh, no.
I just turned to you, Johnny. I don't mind him. It's a complete whack job.
Okay, you completely ignore him.
Wow. I hate you, Liam.
The space wizard wakes up, turns to the only other person in the cell, which happens to be Dan the delusional cheese thief.
If we have my way, Dan, people like you have been kicked out of the airlock at the first chance we got.
He says, what year is this? I could grant your heart's desire. Can't stop wiggling his tentacle fingers when he says that.
This guy is creeping me out. I wish we'd have just
this
killed
is
him.
why I tried to crank him.
Dan, what year is
I was
it?
about happily battered his brain across
The year is...
to be honest.
1987.
1987?
It's like Star Trek Voyager, but we've been teleported back in time as well.
The year is...
As opposed to
the space.
what happened in Star Trek Voyager, which was...
Space.
We end up very far away, which we are. But
I haven't watched Star Trek.
actually, scrap Star Trek Voyager idea. It's awful.
In Space Britain. We've lost all sense of time, so we've just resorted back to
Just
the
say,
new.
I'll just say, start date 2298 A97741. Captain's log.
He says
Dan thinks he's Captain Kirk.
It says 7741. It says the wizard. What? I'm late. I need to go and grant someone's heart desire. He tries to teleport out. Yeah, like what happens is he dematerializes at one point, rematerializes next to the bars, and hits his head on the bars. Oh dear, this is a problem. He puts his hands on the bars. It burns his skin because he's quite definitely allergic to iron, and that's what the bars are made of. He says, somebody please help me. I need to get out. I'm a good guy, really. I don't do anything wrong. I don't know why you hate me so much.
His existence is what's wrong.
Jeez,
I'm going to say, no, you're going to stay in this cell for crimes against the Baked Bean Commission. And it's going to be held there for a life sentence.
I told him.
He's
It's a Captain Kirk cheese wizard. What do you expect?
Cheese wizard, what?
He's a wizard now.
Well, I'm a wizard. Wow. I love it.
Wizards aren't allowed yet.
You can think you're a wizard.
Yeah, you can believe. Yeah. You're completely
You
delusional.
also believe you're Captain Kirk, so you know.
The space wizard looks at Dan, then looks at you two, and he says, "Is he all right?" And then he manages to materialize in his hand a wizard spade, the most powerful of all kinds of spade, and starts digging out the floor so he can try and escape, dig a tunnel, if you will.
Hold on a minute. Now, I'm no scientist, but if he digs an escape tunnel, won't he just dig to the outside of the ship and fall into the vacuum of space?
The tunnel, look, the ship is quite large.
And it's twice the size of England. The Britain.
Oh, I thought we were on the cheese dungeon now.
The cheese dungeon is in.
It's a building in the spaceship.
Ah, right. Okay. Won't he just fall into the room below?
Well, yeah, that's the plan. That's what he's trying to escape.
What if it's just the next level of the prison block and he's in another cell?
Dan, I'm
It
all right.
probably is.
He's digging. He keeps digging. He's dug a nice big hole, and he jumps down, finds himself in the corridor beneath. Not even another cell. It's like, for some reason, the architects went a bit wobbly, and put directly underneath each cell was a corridor with the other cells.
I like to
manages
imagine
to
the
get
architect was just like, oh, and he slipped a bit, and he's like, it'll be fine.
Exactly.
It's not like some great baked bean thief wizard is going to fall out of a hole and escape. That'd be absurd. So I won't fix it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
He runs. He makes a break for it. Right, keeps running. Liam turns to Joe. Joe turns to Liam. They both say, "What are we gonna do?" At the same time, Dan has the bright idea to follow him and jump down after him.
I'm not so delusional, am I?
Who's delusional now?
Happened.
Yeah, let's go down then. Fuck it, why not?
He's chased. Space Wizard has dug a hole in the prison cell downwards. Dan has chased him downwards, and they're in a corridor beneath where you two are. And Joe's just decided for both of you to chase him.
No, it's all right. I was talking to my sister.
That's okay,
Thanks for filling me in on that.
Anyway,
Right.
the three of you sort of chase each other, mostly
Each
of the
other.
Space Wizards. I mean, the trouble is, now he's free of the iron prison. He can jump around, he can teleport around, he keeps teleporting between all three of you, saying, "I could grant your heart's desire."
I like to say he just teleports too quickly to finish a sentence, though.
Yeah.
Heart's desire.
Heart's desire.
Dan and Joe, serious pact here, right? Putting our differences behind us. If we catch him, we kill him. Agreed?
Agreed.
Yeah. Brotherhood.
The three of you keep chasing him.
We're now a
Eventually,
team.
You have him cornered. And for some reason, he didn't try teleporting. You
Kick
close
his head in. Kick his head in. Kick his
You
head
close
in.
in on him. Let's go for Dan the first time.
Police brutality that they hire.
Well, this is
people like me.
interesting.
I'm the bad cop.
I would take the closest fire hose, tie it round his leg, and then push him off of the edge of the convenient elevator shaft that's right next to us. So he's like hanging by his feet down an elevator shaft.
You're so crazy. You grab the fire hose and run full pelt towards him. He just needs to step out of the way. You careen into the wall. You hit your head pretty hard. Oh, by the way, Dan, you have let's say 19 health.
I'm not writing that down.
Okay.
I don't have any Oh no, wait, I've got this receipt for Pacific Rim here. Hold on.
Let's everyone say they have 19 health. 20 health. Let's go for 20 health. 20 health's good.
I've lost it. Oh no, here it is. What was it? 19 health.
No, everybody have 20 health. You've lost 1 health because you headbutted the wall.
Oh. 19.
You're right back.
I've just written 19 on this receipt.
I'll do. I understand. You've careened headfirst into the wall. For that, you've lost your move, really. I mean, let's be
So,
honest, you're a little
this
bit...
knock to the head, can it fix my totally delusional mind?
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But sometimes you go
Well, can we roll
so
for it?
far gone. Okay, let's give it a go. I'm gonna roll. Let's say if it goes above 15, you turn a little bit sane.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, it's rolled a 1.
Oh. Well, if anything, it's got worse, really, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Now you start hearing voices.
Shit.
Liam, do you want to go?
I reckon me and you should take a turn together to grab him by the arms and kick him a lot.
So
you do what you want, mate. I'm not involved.
I'm gonna grab him by the throat and slam him against the wall.
Okay.
Tell me if that's successful, because then something else will happen if it's successful. But if it's not, I don't want to waste my time.
Bit weird.
You're standing right next to you at the time. You were standing about a couple of steps away from the wizard. But when he stepped out of the way of Dan, he stepped towards you. You take the opportunity and grab his throat. You slam him up against the wall. What'd you do?
Tell him that if he mentions my heart's desires again, I'm gonna beat him to death.
You explain the situation to him, and he says, "Fucking grant your heart's desire."
Right, I'm beating him to death.
You okay? Well, you throw a punch. It misses. You're not very good at punching. You
Just
bring
hits
out
the wall.
you bring
Ow!
out your space baton, and try and club him with it, but you drop it. You fumble it and drop it.
Oh, this is unreal. This is a fix to keep this person alive, and I don't like that. Because frankly, he should be
What it
dead.
is you rolled badly, Liam.
I didn't even roll badly. If I had my way, he'd be
You
so
got a
dead right now.
12. You got a 12. Plus, right now is the only thing that's brought you three together. Can't make up another story. Right, Joe, it's your go.
So, wait, what? So what has happened with the man
As it stands
now?
right now, Liam has him pinned up against the
I'm
wall.
sorry.
Liam has him pinned up against the wall by his throat.
Except
he's
Liam's
got
currently
his baton.
cradling his fist, which he punched the wall with.
Yeah, he punched a wall.
Can he lose half a health?
That's just gonna have complications, Dan.
I'm gonna ask the man what he actually wants.
Attempting to reason
Mm.
works quite well. You say, "What on earth? What on earth is it you want?" Crazy blue alien tentacle wizard. He blinks at you, and he says, "Well, an easy life, really. All I ever wanted was make my money as one of them, penny wizards, grants heart's desires and stuff. It's a couple of pennies.
Making me
You know,
feel a
like
little
a
bit
street-
sympathetic for him. I want to kill him all now.
Just wanted to be a street performer all my life. Parents said it's not really a job, so I maybe become an accountant. Didn't even want to go. Didn't even want to go to Space University, but parents. What can you do?
Peace, University. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna sigh and say, I don't believe one word of your space nonsense, and I'm gonna punch you in the face.
You shout, "I don't believe none of your space nonsense." Throw a punch at him. Connects with his stomach. He goes, "Oh please, I couldn't give out your T's and C's." I'm G to the M to the E. I'm G-I-M to the E. You put me in. U to the N to the E.
Oh my god, he knows our national anthem.
National anthem.
Till that entered the sea. Bloco. And then he said, "Oh, you just punched me grime gland." And doubles over. And then starts shouting, "Gas!" for a solid two minutes. On the floor. Okay, Liam, it's your go. Liam?
Liam?
I want to hit him again.
Okay. Oh gosh, okay, that was really bad.
Can you roll decently for me so I can kill him?
I really wish I could, but something's happened. Just as you're about to bring your fist down on his head, he catches it, stands up, and he says, "I told man, don't F up the bass." And as the bass thing happens, the whole world turns a purpley blue, much like the colour of his skin. And you realise you're not even where you were standing anymore. You're standing in some kind of wizard prison.
Oh no, not a wizard prison.
I'm just gonna commit suicide so I don't have to follow the story anymore.
Okay, that's a bit much. Roll for
That is a bit much.
This roll, see that's successful.
You just broke your leg and damaged your brain.
Well,
You're still
obviously,
alive. Paralysed.
you bring out your trusty electro space baton, and you're about to clock yourself in the head good and proper when you get shoulder cramp.
Oh, I'm gonna just stop replying.
Okay then.
I'm mad.
You're just
You
gonna
just
sort
leave-
of stand
you've
still
driven him-
forever
you've
now,
driven
just
him to
not
madness.
doing anything.
Jack, do you want to step in instead?
No, he doesn't.
No.
Go on. Why
I
not?
want him just to sit there. Wait, no, can I just get him to have brain
No,
damage?
you wouldn't be playing Liam.
Oh.
You're playing your own person. He'll
Still
be brain damage from the wizard prison.
Ah.
Okay. Dan, this is playing havoc for your delusions anyway.
I
You
know,
start
man.
to
It
believe
feels
you've been
awful.
adopted by the Borg.
Hey, wait, what? Hold on a minute. We're mixing up Star Treks here.
No, you're starting to
Yeah.
believe that you're being adopted by the Borg. That's how delusional you are then.
And you've only watched 5 episodes of Star Trek, all from different series.
That is not true.
No, your character.
Sick.
Dan. We're
Character.
playing fucking a game.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
the wizard prison consists of what it seems to be, as it stands, a long corridor, not dissimilar from where you're standing, but with 2 wooden doors. One that seems to be locked shut with chains. The other wide open.
right.
With
Well,
strange green torches glowing.
first off, I'm gonna say, number 1, I seem to be abducted into the Borg ship.
Okay, well you said that.
Well, yeah, I said that. So I imagine try and go through the wide open door.
Well, you managed to do that. I mean, it's not
Oh,
really
that's
that much
good.
difficult. All that putting one foot in front of the other, Mark.
Remember
Well,
that
you
time in
find
the
that.
old D&D where we like every single person fell up the steps?
Yeah, that was good times.
Yeah.
As you stroll in, you notice a gazelle.
A gazelle.
He looks straight at you, maintains eye contact for all but 2 seconds, and runs away.
Oh.
Now, if you remember earlier in the story, Joe had a couple of gazelle that could sell quite well. It was worth quite a lot of money, so you find that. Big space
Right.
dollar.
A gazelle's like a rare commodity now. Highly sought after. No one knows why, but people want them. They spend like millions of pounds on a gazelle, and then they're like, well, what am I going to do with this gazelle now?
Yeah. I'll do it.
As you enter the room, you see that there are three doorways. One to your left and 2 to your right. And the door you came in. Outside of the scared gazelle that sprinted off at first sight, there is a small baby. Just
A baby?
sort of, yeah, just sort of sitting there, like playing with the 2 sticks, like hitting the floor and making a lot of noise.
Right.
Joe, you followed him, by the way. You're in there as well.
Well, I mean, if it was a normal person, then I'd probably kill him. But seeing as he's a baby, then I can't really do that, can I?
Well, you can
So,
try.
I'm not going to, because that would be horrible.
Okay.
What happened to Liam? Is he just sitting in the room?
Can we? You know that?
Men-
You know the room we
mentally,
just came from.
damaged now.
Can
Oh,
we
yeah.
pick up the baby, put him in that room, and close the door?
That's a good idea. That's a pretty
Yeah.
safe
Okay.
idea.
Oh, can I take his sticks as well? I might need them.
Taking sticks from a baby.
Yep.
You pick up the baby. It looks at you with green eyes that then grow to an almost excessively unpleasant size.
Literally the size of basketballs.
And the baby's head grows about 4 times its original size, turns into a giant giga imp,
A giga imp.
and the swords turn into sort of flaming. The sticks rather turn into flaming swords,
Fuck.
and it says, "You've done it now."
What? Well, I tell you what, Joe. I think it's your go. You know.
Sorry?
It's your go.
The baby's turned into a giant imp,
Giga Imp.
So after Dan's fucked everything up, it's my go.
Yeah.
No, it's Dan's go. Dan can
Okay,
deal with the Giga Imp.
Dan, try and deal with the Giga Imp. He's not really aggressive yet, but he's got flaming sword, so you want to be careful with him. Don't cross him.
Alright, well, I'll put him down and say, number one, I'll say, you're alright, mate. How's it going? I'll say that.
You say you're right, mate. How's it going? Looks at you. Says terrible.
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah.
Say, why is that? Like, what's up, dude?
Say, why is that? What's up, dude?
I don't think
Looks
Captain
at you.
Kirk has ever said that.
Well, no. Good job I'm not Captain.
It starts
I'm
out
like a
like this,
hybrid
so-
between all the Enterprise captains, Joe.
No one have ever said that. Hey, the imp looks at you and like looks at Joe and says, "Is he alright?"
Why does everyone say that? All I've said is normal things to this imp.
I'm going to say no, he thinks he's Captain Kirk.
He says, "Oh right, oh I understand," and then looks at you and he says, "I'm a Borg." Ooh.
And then I'll say, ah!
It works. You scream as you run and hide behind Joe. Joe, it's your go.
I'm going to say, Imp, you mean you no harm. Let's just be friends.
He looks at you and says, "Now that's a face I can trust," and pokes your face for a little bit. And he says, "Anything I can help you with?"
Say, we're looking for a tentacle wizard.
He
He's
looks at
blue.
his. He looks at his watch and he goes, "Oh, Tentacle Wizard, I know the one. Yeah, I know the one."
Has he got... Why the watch?
Before we leave, I've got something I need to deal with.
He's nearly late.
I think I know what we might need to deal with, Joe.
Got imp business.
I'm
he's,
gonna. I'm just gonna go back in the room we first were in. As per Space Britain tradition, I'm gonna
Yeah.
pick up Leah's weapon and just club him to death.
Club Liam.
No man is left behind unless murdered by
Oh,
fellow
okay, you're gonna Club Liam.
Briton.
Okay. You go in. I don't think it's gonna even take a roll. You go in, and Liam's just standing there, completely shell shocked by the entire situation, still clutching his baton. You manage to pry it from his disturbed fingers. You you raise it above your head, and one fell swoop brings him to the ground.
Thanks, Joe. True friend.
We weren't doing anything.
I know it wasn't said in a sarcastic manner.
It's my duty as a fellow Space Briton.
You come back in with the space baton, and the imp just looks at you and goes, "Oh yeah, one of the players didn't want to play anymore, yeah? I understand." And looks at his watch and he goes, "Actually, I've got to go." Tentacle Wizard just through the door, points at one of the two doors. It's sort of a kind of lazy sweeping arm movement.
Right.
And then disappears in a
Okay.
puff of orange.
Well, before we move on, I'll go back into the room, hum like the last post, but accidentally get it mixed up with Wrecking Ball, and
Okay.
then go back. It's like it's in some kind of remembrance to Liam's death.
Oh, okay. Some kind of twisted remembrance. You sing this strange concoction of archaic music, and come back. And now you know that the Tentacle Wizard is in one of two locations: the door to the rightmost of you, and the door to the not so rightmost of you.
Right. Well, Joe, what do we do? Which one do we go down? Joe?
I
Joe?
don't know what we do.
Let's go to the one that's not to the rightmost.
Okay, so the one that's closest to you, you head towards that. And in there is just a small chest. Nothing else, it's a round room. So chest
Open
seems
the
fairly
chest,
unlocked.
then.
You reach to open it, it creaks open. There are several things in it. There's a small pistol, like a laser pistol.
Oh,
Ooh.
You know who you want to give that to?
You
A
found your
deluded
phaser.
man who thinks he's Captain Kirk.
Yeah, and a space sword, which is completely black and has stars on it.
Wow. Well, can I pick them both up?
I wouldn't recommend having them both. Okay.
Alright, well,
You
it's
take
too
them
late.
both. You take the space pistol, which will give you +1 damage, I think.
I hope you're writing that down.
I'm not. You do it.
Oh,
It matters to you. And the space sword, which, as you pick it up, it burns. It welds itself to your hand.
shit.
You've done it now.
Right, well, so what do I get out of the sword?
Just -1
What? -1 what?
damage.
What? Right,
So
okay.
when you're using the pistol, you get +1 damage. When you're using the sword, you get -1.
I'll make sure not to use the sword. Right, okay.
Just use
So
it
what
for
I'll
the
do,
scene.
I'll pick up the pistol, I'll turn around, and I'll go, #1, the Varga onto me, and I'll start firing the
Pardon?
laser pistol wildly into the room.
You managed to miss Joe,
Good.
thankfully. Let's give Joe's turn now. Joe, when you look in the chest, you see different things. It's almost as though the loot is phased in this game. You see a small, like, glowing dagger, kind of greeny orange, and
Of all the colours.
and a cape.
A cape.
Yeah,
I'm putting the cape.
you don the cape, and you feel twice as light and 3 times as translucent.
That's shit. I'll pick up that fucking stabber as well.
You're a little bit invisible. And you pick up the knife. You got +2 on that. It's a pretty good knife. Trouble is, you have to get really close, and there's quite a risk with that.
What's my damage?
Do you know, I don't know. Just put +2. I'll roll for the damage.
Okay. Now, with my limited knowledge of Star Trek, I'm going to pretend to be Spock and attempt to calm Dan down.
Okay.
But I'm currently Picard, that's not going to
Actually, no,
work.
I've changed my... Yeah, Dan, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to change
Alright.
my mind. I'm going to be McCoy. And then I can say, Jim. Jim! Jim!
You stand completely still, shouting Jim, for solid 2 minutes before Dan finally calms down. You're able to then complete the rest of the quest through the dungeon. You come out into the second room you're in, the room that had the imp in. The gazelle's back. He panics and starts running around in circles because he doesn't know what to do. Just doesn't know.
Shoot him.
Okay.
Good job. Thing to kill.
You take a pot shot at it. The laser beam bounces off the horn of the gazelle and whistles past your ear, Dan.
Oh.
You crouch down and shout, "Apaches!"
Is that it?
Yeah, the gazelle is now paralysed with fear.
Now, if I could just point something out. You know
What?
the space sword?
Yep.
You know it has -1 damage?
Yep.
Does that mean when I hit something, its health goes up?
No, it would mean that when I roll for damage, it would have that one
Something
reduced.
terrible has happened on Mountain Blade. I
No one
was very
cares.
damaged. Yeah, I was very damaged sieging a castle. As I tried to climb up the ladder to breach the walls of this castle in the second siege with like no health, the game glitched, and then I just jumped like all the way over the wall and landed on the other side. So I now have no health, and I'm trapped in the enemy castle with no backup.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so... Alright. I guess try and shoot it again.
Okay.
Brilliant idea.
this time you managed to blow a hole in the gazelle. Did 5
Result.
damage. Completely. I mean, you blew a hole right through the gazelle's head.
Oh.
It collapses in a heap.
What kind of diameter is this hole?
Solid 2 inches.
Not bad.
How many?
2 inches.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'll leave Joe to clean up the mess. Or leave it, or whatever.
Okay. Joe, what are you gonna do?
Look at Dan. Blink. Move on.
Okay.
Or into the next room then, where the space
into
imp
the
is.
next room where the no, not the space imp. The
Oh, no,
space
the
wizard.
space wizard, of course.
Tentacle space wizard is. He's sitting there in a rocking chair, smoking a pipe, and he says, "Remember a time when you didn't have to talk to imps to find your wizard? Judge Farm remembers." And then, while you're there, what'd you do? He's clearly just quoting something.
Family
you don't
Guy.
really understand. What'd you do?
Don't know, it's Joe's go.
Right,
what'd
I'm
you
coming
do?
off.
So
Wait, what's happened?
Ew.
Who's quoting what?
you just
Buddy
walked in. You
disconnected
just walked
from
in
your
to find the
channel.
tentacle wizard sitting in a rocking chair, saying,
gonna
"Remember
say-
a time we didn't have the Doctor Imps?"
I was like, God damn it, where are we?
He blinks at you and he says, "Well, we're home.
At my home.
It's my home.
Take me home.
No home.
Sorry.
Your friend Liam has assaulted me too many times." For some
God
reason,
damn
he's
it,
changed his
Liam's
voice.
dead. I killed Liam.
I'll tell you what. How about you just let me grant your heart's desire?
I want to go home.
Joe, kill him!
Wobbles his.
Oh, yeah, there we
he
go,
wobbles
that's
his tentacle fingers, and he says, "What is your heart's desire?"
Go home. To Space
Well,
Britain.
Casts a magical spell. He wiggles his tentacle fingers, and turquoise magic wobbles around his fingers, and splurges out all over you,
Oh.
and you just disappear. You stop being in the wizard cave, wizard prison, whatever it is, house, if you will.
Right.
And you find yourself back at home, as if none of it had ever happened, apart from all of the guff you got.
Oh.
Well,
Dan, you're now alone in the Space Wizard's abode.
We shouldn't have left. Captain Kirk on his own.
yeah, problem is, I want to do something stupid, but I realise I probably am only allowed to do one thing.
You can do whatever you like.
Alright, well, first of all, I'd say, can I have a shipping container of the highest quality cheddar cheese? Maybe throw in a bit of red Leicester on the side.
He looks at you for a minute, asks himself a rhetorical question. Is he alright? And then grants your wish.
Alright.
A gigantic shipping container full of cheddar cheese. And then, as you look, you realise the shipping container's made out of red Leicester. What a treat.
Oh.
What a treat. I'll then say, well, thanks, Space Wizard. Sorry we didn't get along so well earlier, but can you teleport me and my newly found container of cheese back to Space Britain with Joe?
Yeah, he nods sagely and dematerialises the two things, but as you come back to Joe's house, you've morphed with the cheese
Oh,
shipping container
right.
to create some kind of horrible, fleshy, cheesy mass. And
dear.
in Joe's bedroom.
Fuck's sake, when will it end?
And you're shouting, Scotty. Burn the top. Wiggling your cheesy arms. And he just won't stop shouting for Scotty to beam him up. So what would you do?
More police.
Okay. The police come, they frown a little bit. They said some kind of cheese beast. And call the cheese unit to come and dispose of it. And
The
Dan
cheese
was never seen
disposal.
again.
Oh, what? Well, that ends that then.
Oh, sorry, Dan.
And
That's
thus
just the life
ends
of a
the whole
cheese man.
fiasco.
What a nasty way to go.
Disposed of by the cheese squad.
That was brilliant.
Well, that was
Good.
Interesting.
We need to do more like that.
was very good. It's nice and short.
Yeah.
Right,
Can I be included in it now?
no.
Jack,